Hello dear students and welcome to i-nastava. This is another English lesson for the third grade high school students. My name is Miranda and I will be your English teacher today. The topic of today's lesson is Singalong karaoke. In today's lesson, you will be listening to the text about karaoke. You will be analyzing a song while listening, and in the end, there will be a fun challenge to test your songwriting abilities. As usual, you will need a notebook, a pen or a pencil, a device with internet access, and a QR code scanner. And feel free to pause the video anytime you like. Before we dive into the lesson, I would like to ask you for a little help. A friend of mine invited me to go out with her on Friday evening, but she didn't want to reveal what kind of entertainment she was planning for us. She gave me some clues to help me guess the answer. An orchestra? A microphone? A nightclub? And Japan. Can you help me to find out what kind of entertainment it is? It's karaoke. The word derives from Japanese. It's composed of two parts, kara meaning empty and oki meaning orchestra, short for orchestra. Karaoke means empty orchestra in Japanese. It is a form of entertainment in which recording of the music, but not the words of popular songs, are played, so that people can sing the words themselves. The first karaoke machine was invented by Japanese musician Daisuke Inui. However, he admits to not creating the name karaoke. A Japanese entertaining group created the phrase after an orchestra went on strike and the machine was used instead to play the music. Take a look at these questions. Do you know the answers? We're going to listen to the audio and find out more about the history of karaoke and how it has become a popular interactive entertainment activity. Listen to the audio and put these events in the correct chronological order. Write 1 for the first event, 2 for the second, and so forth.
As far as I'm concerned, the best way to celebrate at the end of the week is letting loose at your favorite karaoke bar. You pick your favorite song that you hopefully know most of the words and you sing your heart out. Surprisingly, you may find that you enjoy singing in front of total strangers. Have you ever wondered where this pastime originated from? You probably know that karaoke is a Japanese word. It's a blend of two words, kara, empty, and oki, short for orchestra. Karaoke originated from Japan, where there is a tradition of providing musical entertainment at dinners and parties due to their love of singing. It became very popular and soon spread to the rest of Asia and then the United States in the 1990s, as well as to Canada, Australia, and other Western countries. Karaoke has been sung everywhere, even at music festivals such as Nebworth in Britain, where in 2003, singer Robbie Williams led the world's biggest karaoke event with 120,000 singers taking a lead vocal, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Karaoke is a form of entertainment where an amateur singer sings along with recorded instrumental music. The first karaoke machine was invented by Japanese musician Daisuke Inui in Kobe, Western Japan in 1971. Inui was a professional drummer who figured out a way to offer instrumental tracks without a vocal. He did this, he said, at the request of many of his clients who wanted to be able to sing along to his music even when he wasn't performing. However, Inui admits to not creating the name karaoke. A Japanese entertainment group created the phrase after an orchestra went on strike and a machine was used instead to play the music. The machine started to show up in hotels and bars, and it was a diversion that enhanced the experience of drinking and socializing. Inui did not invent karaoke machine to make money, and that's a good thing because he never did. He didn't know much about patents and never got one for his invention. Instead, the karaoke machine as we know it has been registered to the Filipino entrepreneur Roberto del Rosario, who patented it in 1975. The concept of creating studio recordings that lack the lead vocal has been around for probably nearly as long as recording itself. Many artists, amateur and professional, perform in situations where a full band or orchestra is either logistically or financially impractical, and so they use a karaoke recording, but they are actually the original artist. This is not to be confused with lip syncing, in which a performer mimes to a previously produced studio recording with the lead vocal intact. From 1961 to 1966, the American TV network NBC carried a karaoke-like series, Singalong with Mitch, featuring host Mitch Miller and a chorus with the lyrics to their songs superimposed near the bottom of the TV screen for home audience participation. In fact, the concept of sing-along music should have been considered the precursor of the karaoke music. The primary difference between karaoke and sing-along songs is the absence of the lead vocalist. In the 80s, the karaoke box business started, and it essentially changed how people understood karaoke. When this happened, people were able to get together in separate, small, soundproof rooms or boxes where singers alone or in small groups could sing to their heart's delight without disturbing the neighbors. The guests were also offered the option to order food and drinks from a menu. Karaoke became the main attraction. Today, karaoke boxes, usually rented by the hour, are the norm around the world. The karaoke machine itself has changed a lot too. Karaoke tracks moved onto the new Laserdisc format. This crucial development added the ability of karaoke music producers to add the lyrics to the coding on the disc, so that the words played along with the music. This was the first time a karaoke singer could see lyrics on a video monitor. This ability to read the lyrics is a crucial part of karaoke, since few amateur singers are able to remember all the lyrics. In the 1990s, Shushin karaoke communication karaoke machines were created. These were the first machines that provided songs and videos from a remote commercial content vendor, which is outside the box and delivered via the internet or cable. Before Shushin karaoke, singers could only sing songs that were available on the tapes or laser discs that were physically available at a particular bar or restaurant. After Shushin karaoke, almost any song could be requested and played through the communication system between the machine and the commercial content provider. It greatly expanded the number of songs available to singers. The latest evolution in karaoke involves Wankara, solo karaoke box. It is a tiny room with just enough space for one person to stand or sit in. Wankara removes the audience altogether and allows singers to sing by themselves. Apparently, people love to sing alone because this form of karaoke is growing in popularity. I hope Wankara will soon be available in the US because it seems a lot more fun to me. The real appeal of karaoke is that it isn't exclusive just to those who can sing well. It's an invitation for anyone, anywhere, to belt out a tune that the audiences will probably recognize and sing along with too. It brings people together to appreciate music and creates a fun and connected atmosphere. That's why I love it. Singing is a great stress buster. If I can sing as loudly and as badly as I want without worrying about an audience, then I'm all for it.
Let's check together. Sing Along with Mitch is the American TV show carried by TV network NBC from 1961 to 1966. The first karaoke machine was invented in 1971. The first karaoke box business started in the 80s. The first Shushin machines were created in the 90s. The latest evolution in karaoke involves Wonkara, or solo karaoke box. And the biggest karaoke event in the world is the Knebworth Festival that was held in 2003. Let's move to the next task, where you need to match the words from the listening text to their definitions and find out more interesting facts about karaoke. You can pause the video and take your time to do it. I'm sure you have matched all the definitions correctly. For me, it was interesting to find out that the primary difference between karaoke and sing-along songs is the absence of the lead vocalist. And sing-along songs are always sung by a group of people, while the latest evolution in karaoke, called Wonkara or solo karaoke box, allows a singer to sing alone. Today we are going to use karaoke in our lesson. Before we do that, I would like you to pause the video and think about the following questions. I'm sure you will have interesting answers and possibly some lively discussions on this issue in your class. It's time to use karaoke in the classroom. Listen to the song If I Were a Boy, written by B.C. Jean and Toby Gad, and sung by Beyoncé, a famous American R&B singer and actress as well. And answer the questions. Is Beyoncé a boy? Of course she's not. And what would she do if she were a boy? Pause the video, type the link above into the internet browser, or scan the QR code to start listening the song, and write down the things she would do if she were a boy. If you had a problem with understanding the song, here you can see some pictures to help you find the things she would do if she were a boy. We can check together. If she were a boy, she'd roll out of bed, she'd throw on clothes she wanted, she'd drink beer, she'd chase after girls, she'd listen to her, she would turn off her phone, she'd put herself first. As you can see, apostrophe D is a short form of would. We can say she would turn off her phone or she'd turn off her phone. Before we start working on the song, we are going to see the parts of a song and define the common things that occur in each section. Therefore, listen again and pay attention to the song structure. How many different parts are there in the song? You can pause the video now. The song If I Were a Boy is made up of verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, and outro. It means that it consists of 4 different parts. Most of today's hit song structures are made up of 3 different sections: verse, chorus, and bridge. The last section of a modern song structure is the outro. Here you can see the definition of each section. Now you are going to listen to the song again and do several tasks that you can find on the following link or QR code if you want to do it at your own pace. Or we can keep doing it together. Your first task is to listen to the verse 1 and circle the words you hear. Pause the video, listen to the song, and start doing it. And here you can see the words that you had to circle. Boy, understand, feels, hurt, wanted, and destroyed. Listen to the chorus and find 4 words with the sound er. And the 4 words are were, girl, her, and hurts. Listen to the verse 2 and find 6 words with the sound O. And 6 words are phone, broken, alone, go, no, home. Listen to the bridge and outro, the 2 last parts, and write whether the sentences are true or false. Read the sentences carefully, pause the video, and start listening. Let's check your answers. I'm sure you have done them correctly. She doesn't want to forgive him and she doesn't want him back. Hopefully someday he'll wish he were a better man, but not yet. He's never been a caring person. He never really cared. And the last one is true. You probably noticed these expressions while you were listening to the song, but maybe you're not sure about their meanings. Why don't you try to match them with their definitions? You can pause the video now and we'll check together a little bit later. I'm sure you have matched all the definitions correctly. And if you still have any doubts about the song, you can check the lyrics of the song on the following link, or you can scan the QR code if it is more convenient for you. If Beyoncé were a boy, she would do things differently. She's not a boy, so this is an unreal condition. When we talk about imaginary or unlikely situations in the present or the future, we use the second conditional. We use the past simple tense in the if clause. And please note that this use of were is possible and recommended with all subjects. And we use would plus infinitive in the main clause. For those who want to learn and practice more, there is a couple of useful links and QR codes on this slide. I really hope that you will use them. And now we're going to listen to the songs in the video and practice the second conditional. The first link and the QR code next to it will lead you to the video on YouTube with clips of popular songs. The link below and the QR code next to it will open an exercise where you need to match if clauses with main clauses in order to form second conditional sentences from the songs in the video mentioned earlier. I hope that you will find all second conditional sentences and that you will enjoy listening to popular songs. In the end, there is a fun challenge to test your songwriting abilities. Pause the video, read the instructions carefully, and do your best. And we have come to the most amusing part of the lesson. Use the karaoke version of the song and sing it with the new lyrics. Have fun and sing your heart out. And here is a checklist to see if you have realized all the outcomes of today's lesson. If you can do all these things listed in the chart, tick the smiling smiley. But if you still can't do some of them, please go back and revise them until you can do them. And I really hope that you had as much fun learning today's lesson as I had teaching it. Until the next time, goodbye and stay safe.